Yo, what's up everybody? This is Adam with Tales of Inspiration. Today I'm going to talk about testing yourself. Hopefully you're having a good day so far, and maybe you'll find this inspiring that you'll go test yourself. As humans, I think we're meant to be tested. And if it's not by other people, it's by ourselves. And I think that's the best. These little stories are, I was back in like college at the time, and it's just simple little things. So one time we were at a swimming pool, and I loved holding my breath. I still like the water and holding my breath, seeing how long I could do it. And so my buddy, we were talking about swimming underwater back and forth in the pool. And so I think one of them did it like one time or something. And then I was telling him, I was like, I'm pretty sure. I was like, I can do it 3 times, back, forth, and then back one more time. It wasn't an Olympic-sized swimming pool, but it was a fairly decent-sized pool. And they're like, I don't think you can do it. You can't do it. And I was like, all right, yeah, I can do it. I was like, I know I can do it. So I bet them, and I really didn't know if I could do it, but I told myself that I was going to do it. And so I got in there, I took a few deep breaths, and once I was in the water, it looked a lot further than it did standing above the water. But then once I was in there, I was like, man, I'm just gonna do it. So I did it. I took a really huge breath afterwards and swam as fast as I could and swam one lap. I was like, this isn't too bad. Kicked back, started swimming back the other way, made it to the second, made the second lap. And then on that part, I was like, damn, I'm running out of air. But I was like, I can't come up because I don't want to lose this bet. So I kicked off that wall and I was swimming, and then my arms were starting to get a little tired too. I couldn't swim as fast, so I was even slowing down, but I kept struggling trying to swim, make myself go faster, and I was holding my breath, and I wanted to come up for air, and like your body gets in that little like panic state where it's like trying to suck in air. But I just stayed under. I was like, no, you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. I was like, don't get up. And like, I was struggling, so, but I made it, finally touched that wall, and then came up for air, and felt good. I was excited, I was happy. And then my buddy too, even him, he told me, he's like, dude, he's like, that was crazy. He's like, I didn't think that it was, that you were gonna be able to do it. He's like, that's a long way. And then he even said, he's like, man, he's like, that's kind of, he's like, that's inspiring, like being able to do something that you don't think that you could do. He's like watching you swim that, and he's like, it was crazy. He's like, makes you think about things. So just something like that. I mean, it wasn't a huge thing. It wasn't a physical impossibility that nobody could do, but I mean, it was just some random guys hanging out at the pool and coming up with something stupid to do, and that's what we decided to bet on. But I did it, and it felt good, and like that, it was a little test to myself too, because I wasn't sure that I could do it, but I was believing in myself, and then I started questioning myself after I got myself into the situation. But just little things like that, and I'll come up with random stuff every now and then too, and it may not be the greatest ideas, but this was riding my bike. There was a few times when I was younger too, and the next town when I was growing up was like 45 miles almost exactly away from my house. And I had a mountain bike at the time, and I used to ride it like 2-3 miles to go to the gym and stuff. So it was like 6 miles altogether. I'd do some running at the gym, work out, ride it back. But I was thinking, I was like, man, I can ride this all the way to the next town. So I didn't know if I could. I just packed a little bag, had my backpack, put some waters in there, some snacks, made sure I woke up early in the morning before it got too hot. I think I woke up at like 5 something in the morning, and then yeah, I got on my bike and headed on the highway, and I rode to the next town, and I was getting close. I could see the town in the distance, and those are the hardest parts, because you see it and you're far away still, but you're getting tired, and you're like, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. I remember my legs, they were kind of starting to cramp up. I was getting tired, and Probably wasn't the best idea. It's not like I was training for it, but I just wanted to see if I could do it. And I was riding, and sure enough, I was like a couple miles away, and my legs, they were cramping up. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it. I was like, you gotta push yourself. It's the last part that's so hard. So I kept telling myself, I was like, you're gonna do it. You're not gonna quit. So I did. I made it to the next town, and I remember that at the time, Subways were cheap. I think it was like $4 for a Subway at the time. And I went to Subway, and I guess it was just from riding my bike so much. I ate a whole foot long, and I was like, damn, I'm still starving. So I got another one. I ate 2 of those things. So I must have burned a lot of calories. But yeah, that's a great little test. I mean, it's like endurance, but just anything, just test yourself, push yourself to be better than what you are. Whatever it is that you do, if there's something you like, test yourself. Don't do the same thing that you always do. Try something different. It's always good to keep growing, and it's always good to push forward. So, and plus it keeps things interesting, because sometimes it gets boring when you're so good at something, you just do it all the time, it just becomes routine, and then it's like, it's not as exciting. So it's always cool to find those little things where you test yourself, and push the limits. So that's my tale of inspiration for today. Go find your little inspiration and your little test, and don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.